I don't know if all of you have heard of it or not. It's Corrosion X Rust Remover. Great product. I've tested it out. I've been using it, trying it. I'm really amazed with what it'll do. It's safe on your skin. It's not harmful to paint, and it contains no acid. But what it will do is it'll take rust off steel. I'm going to give you a little demonstration of that here. Let me step back out of the way a second. What I've got here is I've got a piece of steel that you might recognize from our corrosion test that we've been working on. This piece of steel is sat out for 20 days. It's been treated with salt water every day. First I cleaned it, I ground it down to get all the slag off it and everything to where it was, all the steel was exposed, and then we hung it outside. We treated it for 20 days, and you can see the corrosion. It was treated with silicone spray, and you can see the effect that the salt water has had on it. So I want to show you our new product, and this is a good little piece to demonstrate on. So you just take the Corrosion X Rust Remover and you treat the piece of steel with it. You do have to let this sit a little while, but you don't want it to dry on the surface. It won't burn your skin. It's really a neat product. You can either use a little scrubby pad, or I use a little, this is a plastic brush. You can use a little soft brass brush, even a little soft steel brush if you have. Just start agitating it around. It takes a little while to get it to do its thing. Just depending on how long the product's gone, how corroded the metal's got. Obviously it won't remove pitting and stuff from metals and stuff, because that's kind of ate down into the steel. You know, the whole idea is to try to prevent this from ever happening to you by using, you know, we use this product here, our Corrosion X. Very good product. If you treat your steel with this on a regular basis, or your metals on your boat, your latches, your cleats, your engines, your drives, you treat it with this product, you will never have corrosion on those drives. Great product. We have another one called Corrosion X HD, which, watch our other video about our corrosion test and look at how that held up after 20 days. So we just let this sit here and keep agitating it some. Again, depending on how much corrosion you got on your product, will depend on how long it takes to get rid of it all. The end result, you'll really enjoy the end result. We've only been doing this about a minute. I like to kind of just spray it and let it sit. I know we don't have that much camera time, so that's why I'm kind of rushing a little bit, but if we let it sit here for a little while, does a really nice job. Safe on the paint, safe on the gel coat, won't hurt any of that stuff. You know, if the steel is really badly pitted, you know, all you can do is treat it as good as you can. Try to get it back to some form of original, and then you got to get some treatment on there. If you watch our corrosion test from a little bit earlier, the earlier video, you kind of get an idea of what products you need to use and what products to stay away from. You know, certain products are designed to do certain things. Certain products aren't. You can see it's almost all gone now. Corrosion X been around a long time. Their products were designed for the military. The Corrosion X, this product here is used real heavily inside aircraft wings, on aircraft in general. They have a big problem with corrosion, aircraft do. treatment centers all across the country use this just for that reason. So you can see here, you know, again, this piece of steel sat out for 20 days. You see I've worked on it for maybe 2 minutes here. So you can see, you know, how well that rust has come off there. If I was to spend another 2 or 3 minutes, I would remove all that. And then you got to go back and treat these items with a corrosion prevention product like Corrosion X. You have to treat this. If you don't treat this, it'll go right back to what it was. But after I treat this, if I was to treat this right now, I could lay this out here. In another 20 days, I could come out here and I could take this rag and wipe it off, and it would look just like that. Just like that. So, if you're in the salt water or you're in a lot of moisture, try the Corrosion X product. I think you'll be very happy with it. It's very economical. It's a large can. It goes a long way. It's like nothing you've ever used before. Give it a shot. See how you like it. I'm sure it'll do. I'm very confident it'll do a great job for you. If you're not happy with it, let me know. I'm more than happy to give your money back. I want everybody happy, and the best way to do that is to give your money back if you're not happy. So I appreciate it, and have a good day. The next sample of steel I have here is this was the same kind of steel. It was ground down. It was smooth and shiny before we started. This piece of steel was treated with PB Blaster to see how it protected against corrosion. As you can see, it didn't do very well for that job. It did rust up pretty bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to treat it with the Corrosion X rust remover, and I'm going to let that sit for a little while. So I'll probably pause this tape because I don't want to just have you sitting here watching 5 minutes of tape. So I'm going to spray half of it, and we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. I will scrub it a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what our Corrosion X rust remover product has done. Okay, we're back on this piece. Again, I've been agitating it and scrubbing it. It's been around 5 minutes or so. Just want you to see exactly what this product can do. Now you look at that piece of steel. That's almost totally restored to what it was when I started. You can see the top where I didn't touch, a little ran into this area here. This did take a little longer because this steel is pretty heavily damaged, pretty heavily rusted, so I did spend a little time with my brush and retreating and wiping and retreating. But you see, it took me 5 minutes or so to get it back. Now if I retreat that with the Corrosion X, won't have that problem again. You know, you got to treat on a regular basis. If you go in the salt water or this exposed to water and air all the time, you need to treat. I can probably get away with treating this once a month and I'd be fine. This type of stuff would never come back. So if you want a really good product, go to Millennium Marine Products and look at the Corrosion X. Look at the Corrosion X rust remover. I think you'll really enjoy both of them. Thanks and have a great day.